It is going live, my brother. Where's your Santa Claus in the back?
No.
Why are you such a Grinch?
I have a tree. That's about it.
We're starting this out, and you're already a Grinch. Look at that! I thought you just competed.
I know you like you're a good size for a golfer.
Give me that.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're doing the Conan thing?
Whatever, dog. Whatever. Yeah. Hey, Billy, before we get on to your selfish self and
coming from you.
What?
Holy cow.
I need 5 questions from you. Answers.
5 questions. One.
You don't? Is it too odd? All right. It's really whatever Billy likes.
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't do this. So you're the expert at this, not me.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, I see. All right. So Who we with? We with the Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to tell everybody today, one of the few individuals that has lasted a lifetime since the early 90s has been a celebrity, a beast of all sorts of incredible athletic ability and entertainment. And then also we have Billy Gunn on today. So
I was just about to say, keep going.
Billy, for you people that do not know, this man is twice my size. He is a freaking monster, and he is more symmetrical than most of the fitness world are when they walk out on stage. And he's so symmetrical with body length and positioning that when I saw you as a kid, I swear I thought maybe 5'11", 6 foot. Maybe 200 pounds.
Okay, so we're not going to pass up the part where you just said when you saw me as a kid. Okay,
well, so saw me as a kid, because I'm 40 years younger?
You're 2 years younger than me.
I'm the same age.
2 years younger.
So anyways, when I saw you, I go, that's a handsome man, first off. If I had to go that side of the fence, I'd probably tap it. But you just looked great. And I was like, there's no way this guy's bigger than 6 foot looking like that. And then I met him the first time. And I remember my fan base, oh, you're going to be bigger than Hayes, not a big guy. And then I met him. I'm like, I now understand why people see me in person. They go, oh, sheesh, you're bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
You're bigger than bodybuilders. Yeah. You're huge. And you came from an era of monsters.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing is that people don't like.
You got your biggest fan yelling over here. Sorry, I can't hear a thing.
Did you see how that?
I knew it was her.
Hi. The first thing I said was a big smile, and I was like, "That's it. That's it." You see how Mike turned everything into like all about Mike.
Well, we know that.
But
and he said I was up about myself. Stop flexing, Michael.
I'm not flexing. I'm just sitting here, dog. I'm just sitting here. So anyways,
no, you're not.
So anyways,
well, get off your elbows and just get off your elbows on the table.
I'm just trying to think of something.
Yes, we realize you position.
Ask you questions. Oh shit. Oh, you don't want to come in on this?
We realize that you put the camera in the great position that makes you look the best. We get it. My camera's just on my head.
Call her right now and ask her why she didn't send that stuff out to my man.
She sent the tank top yesterday.
Tank top went to him?
Snowflakes is us.
Me, I'm the snowflake.
Yeah.
You a double XL?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what the shirt is? A snowflake?
Well, I'm off with a snowflake. Why not wear it?
Yeah, I didn't get it until just now. I really didn't understand the concept of that.
He's a little slow. A lot of hits on the head.
Yeah, no. I am very slow, as a matter of fact.
So question number one. Bodybuilders have a short lifespan. This is not an opinion. This is a fact. Powerlifters have a longer lifespan. How has somebody like you done something like wrestling and you get banged because of all the falls and everything that you know, how have you had such a long lifespan in the sport, in the entertainment?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's start off with a really hard
Think
one.
on that. Think on that. I'll come back to it.
No. It's fine. So
Okay.
I think so I'm not going to compare what bodybuilders and powerlifters use because I don't know that world. I know the bodybuilding world just a little bit, but not enough to really kind of give an opinion of why their longevity. I think a lot of it has to do with how many times they compete during the year because dieting is absolutely brutal. Like I can barely do it once a year, and that's enough for me.
You do it once in your life, twice in your life.
I think it's just, just taking care of myself and doing what I need to do and my mindset too. I mean, my mindset has a lot to do with it. I'm very, I don't want to use the word egotistical, but I don't like people to outwork me. I don't like people to do things better than I do.
So do you, and this is what Michael Jordan said when he was asked, do you expect more out of yourself than anybody can ask of you? Let me rephrase. Let me ask you again.
I have a huge standard for me when I do things.
Can anybody come at you and say, I need better? Because you're already going to the very best you possibly can.
But I always think I can do better. Like I'm the part where I'm never I guess I'd have to say now I'm still, even though I'm kind of peaking out a little bit, I feel like I've always want to do better. I'm always thinking, I'm always trying to do better. I'm always trying to think of how I can do things better, either in my training, wrestling, coaching, no matter what I do. I want to stay current with what's going on so people don't ever go, well, you're living back in the 90s or whatever.
Sorry, we lost you for a second there. If you want, just mention or note, Paula, pay the electrical and our Wi-Fi bill. Just if you want, that'd be
she
great.
Stuck me way back in the dog's room, so I'm like, this is like, so because she said, I know you two are going to be really loud, so you have to go in the room in the very back.
Well, so from what I hear is you say that you continue to learn. You continue to try to get better, and you believe that you can get better.
I full-heartedly believe I can. I mean, that's, when there's like, and I'm at a point now, if I don't know something and I know a lot of people now, I know people that know more than I do. Hence, this is going to hurt me, but being as you're in that bodybuilding training world, you're probably the most, know the most of anybody. So
don't worry, Jeff's going to edit this out, so nobody.
Okay, so it's just reaching out to people where you want to make yourself better. Yes, you can do all the study and the stuff you want, but information firsthand. I like getting information not through papers and books because you never know the bullshit that they're throwing at you. So I like to go to people that will talk to me and talk to me like real. Like when we talk.
Hold on, because you just skipped something that they're not going to get. And it's more important that you do this. Because I think, how do you do it? How do you put the ego aside? Because you're a Hall of Famer. You've done this forever. You're bigger than life. You look incredible for a 20-year-old. So how do you put the ego aside and say, even though you walk into a gym and everybody probably looks at you like, oh my gosh, but you got a question about nutrition or training or something, you give me a call.
Yeah.
How can you tell these people something to allow them? Because again, I got a young one over here that won't ask any questions or anything.
That's a no. That's because you can only, like I said, you can only do so much on your own, and you can only do so much studying from books and reading newspapers or magazines and everything. But if you can get it firsthand knowledge, and I put it aside because I know when I talk to you, you give it to me just how you need to give it to me. Same way when I coach, I don't pat you on the back and go, hey, you're doing a great job. If you suck, you suck. And it doesn't do me any good. It doesn't do me any good to further that on and you keep getting bad habits. So to keep from getting bad habits, I go to somebody that knows what they're doing.
I love that
it's not an ego thing. It's not an ego
But for
thing.
them, it is. For them, I find it is. They find that they can't do that, or they don't. I know it. You'll hurt yourself, or they just. I know everything at that young age. Where you and me were very similar when we were in 20, 21, 22, doing what we do.
Yeah.
Me for gladiators, I was paying attention. I didn't ask a thing. I paid attention to the lead gladiators. What are they doing? What works? What doesn't work? And then you were at the biggest events in the world. Nobody sold out like you guys did.
Yeah. But even though I still did the same thing, I did what you did. I watched the guy. Like if I'm not the main event, hey, how do I get there? I watch the guys that are there, and then you questions how did you get there, or where were you going? It's just storytelling with me in the wrestling business. Yeah. It's the same thing if I'm lacking a body part or my nutrition kind of feels a little off. I have to ask somebody. I can't do it myself. It's just plain and simple. I never move forward and I never advance if I just stay within my thinking. You know what I mean? If you don't ask questions, how do you learn?
Peak age.
I mean, it's plain and simple.
Give me a peak age. What do you think your peak age was? Or is there a peak age? Or what do you think of peak age?
I don't know, because I'm 58 and I'm better than I was at any age. So if somebody tells me I can't do something, that really drives me insane. Ooh. Like, people know better than to tell me that, because I'll literally go nuts. So somebody's selling that to me, but I don't really look at a peak age. I don't really go, hey, like, I don't even have in my thought, hey, I'm going to quit in a year. Hey, I'm going to quit in 2 years. I don't know. Like, I still do this at a level that I can do it. And I still maintain my body and my physical condition. My nutrition is on point. I mean, it's so on point right now that it's insane. Like, it's crazy. And I don't know how that is.
Talk about, really quick, so they fully understand. When we first met, how well were you on the nutrition compared to how you are right this second?
Oh, not even miles apart. Miles. Because you go, hey, you got to eat clean. Okay, what is eating clean? Okay, or what is eating right? So what is that for you? What is that for me? I don't know. Like, I just figured, hey, if I eat white rice and a piece of chicken, I'm good. Like, but that mixing stuff and trying stuff and doing what does best for me. It's just the same. Like, for an example, white rice and me are best friends. Brown rice and me are the worst enemies that I can ever put in my body. But I never, like, if I was just going by what I read, they say brown rice is the greatest thing that God ever put on this planet.
Right.
And it does rotten stuff for me. Like, it fills me up all day. I can't do anything. White rice, I can eat, it'll burn, and I can go back and eat 2.5 hours later. So it's just trial and error. So back then I would do that. I would go, okay, shovel brown rice in my face and go, okay, my nutrition is on point.
Right.
and not until now, moving food or playing with food and mixing and matching and kind of just laying stuff out and doing different things, that I found what works best for me.
I love that. Next one. Can you give me a couple, up to 5 if you have them, best recovery options for you?
Rest, sleep, a little bit of cardio, just because, so I can, like, that's just kind of a recovery thing for me, is just to move. I have to move. I'm not a holder stiller. That's a Billyism. A holder stiller is what that. Changing my diet a little bit.
If they're confused, if you guys are confused why cardio is better for him, as you get older, movement is the best thing for us. Just for everybody out there. Oh, but it hurts because I have arthritis, and you're all going to get arthritis. You're all going to get that. You're all going to get.
There's so many different pieces of cardio equipment out there. You can sit down, lay down, flip upside down. You can do whatever. If my back hurts, I just get on the bicycle. Like, you can sit down and do cardio, for God's sakes. It's not that hard.
Exactly.
But for me, recovery is just to get some blood flowing. I like to have blood flow because it makes me feel a whole lot that I have flowing, the better I'll recover.
Repeat that. Repeat that. Your AT&T Wi-Fi just kind of cut out. Your Ma Bell internet service and dial-up. Motorola. So you must hate this. My phone number in the kitchen.
Cricket Wireless. My Cricket Wireless has to catch up. It's just I like blood flow. Blood flow just makes me feel better because if I
get some Cialis for him. That's good blood flow. I got some for the blood flow. We got some more blood flow coming your way.
Yeah. Well, yes. So it just makes me feel better. It does. And cardio is a good recovery for me. I mean,
perfect. I like the blood flow,
but it is for me.
Give me another one.
Sleep.
Sleep's your main.
I don't sleep very well, so when I really sleep, I really am good. It's just, the road stuff and all this other stuff for so many years. I sleep, and when I sleep good, I really feel good.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
I fully agree.
Diet's another one. I mean, I know if my diet isn't right, I'm miserable. So I know that can't be good for me. Like that's a recovery for me is just changing my diet a little bit.
Do you 23, 24-year-old Billy, talking to Billy at 58, what do you tell that young self? Don't do this. What mistakes is he going to make that you wish he didn't make?
Oh, we're going to get into that.
No. All that other stuff, that's not mistakes, buddy. That's learning.
No, the ugly stuff.
That's learning. That's okay to do.
Yeah, but the ugly stuff got me to where I am today. So
okay, all right.
So it's not all that bad.
Nutrition. It's when you were on the road.
I wish that the older me could tell the younger me to work to care about your diet a little bit more, to kind of dial your nutrition in a little bit. It's like for me, it's okay to cheat once in a while, but I lived off Burger King and McDonald's only because my body could handle it and I never gained any weight from it.
What is it called when I got to put a disclaimer? I got to put a disclaimer here.
Oh,
there's a few people in the world that I have met through my travels, my journey, my Kung Fu journey, I'm on this beautiful path. And there's a very few amount of people that I would say are true genetic freaks that can do what he did. So that being said, we have Serge, obviously.
Yes.
Ona, Heath Evans, Billy here. So Billy could get away being on TV, traveling like he did, eating like he did. Would he have been better? Sure. But if you guys are 20, 25 years old thinking, well, see, Billy ate that way, trust me, it ain't going to happen. You're not going to walk around looking like this and look like he did on TV. Go back and look at his physique in the early 90s and go, that guy's traveling, not sleeping, having fun, kicking his ass and getting banged up in a ring and still eating hamburgers and looks like that. That's
and I try to tell people that exact same thing. What I can do doesn't mean that you can do it. But I really wish that I had my nutrition dialed in a little bit more back. Like I would tell myself, because I was never real until the past couple years, like the training and the nutrition part.
Just since you met me and fell in love, then
I knew this had to wrap around back to you, Michael.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I mean, you cannot do what I did because my nutrition was all over the map. Like I never ate really, like I'd eat what I thought was good will not work for everybody. I don't know what it is, something about my body, genetics. I don't know what it is, but there's no way people could get away with eating the way I did. No way.
All right, I'm going to give you a bonus question because I'm trying to figure this out. This will be the sixth question. Why is Mona hanging out now in the podcast room? Because you're on?
Because she loves me. We have a special relationship.
You didn't deliver milk here over 2.5 years ago. Would it be 9 months prior to that?
No,
I'm just wondering because this kid's tall.
I lay awake at night wishing I.
This kid's really tall, so it makes me question sometimes. So, if it's okay to say, if it's not, we'll cut it. Can we talk about a leg workout?
We can. What do you mean, cut it? Yeah, you mean when I text you like last weekend and you were too busy in Dubai, whatever that deal is, that you couldn't get back to me, or you said, hey, text Mona? Like every time I ask you a question, it's text Mona.
Mute his ass. Put a bleep on him now.
Just,
So for all of you, you are going to hear us design a leg training program for him now. And we're going to do something that you saw me and Doug train this morning. And Doug did partial bench. So Doug brought the bar like this today. He came down about this far and back up.
Right.
And that's going to confuse people because I go all the way down and all the way up. And so the point there was Doug had to change it because his shoulder didn't feel good. It's kind of banged up. So he still got, and I said the word, he's working just like I'm working. Maybe the form is different, but he's still getting the exercise in that he has to today.
And it was 32 degrees.
And it was 32 degrees in the freaking Gold's gym. It was freaking cold. So, werewolves like me and vampires like Mo, we warmed up real quick. But so we altered it. So how can we work around any situations that you might have right now?
Okay, so this is let's do the basis of why I needed a different, like not different.
I want you to tell them.
So the reason I asked you about a leg workout, because I know a lot of the leg workout stuff, you do a lot of reps, a lot of isolation stuff, a lot of different, you do different, and I do it all. It's just my back is at a point where I cannot keep heavy weight on my back for very long. So, but I love to squat. I have that buffalo. I do love to squat. I don't know why. I just love it. But I can't do the 4x12s or the 4x10s because I just can't keep weight on my back that long.
Right.
So I feel that my legs can use a little bit of size. So I said, hey, Mike, can you design a leg program? Because I can't. And you said, text Mona. And then like an hour later, you said, hey, I'll get back to you Tuesday. And today is, Thursday.
Let's be clear. Text Mona. 20 minutes later, I sent you some nudes of me. And then an hour later, I called you. So
yeah, for some reason, leg workout and nudes got confused. So
I don't know how that happened.
Yes, that is the groundwork for what I want. I need to put some size on my legs, and I feel that my back is hindering me a little bit. So that's why I said I asked for your help, and of course, it took me 4 days.
So I would, for the workouts, this is what I would love you to do. Yeah, write it down for him, and we're going to post that here for you, and also send it to you. The first thing I'd like you to do is still go into the gym. And what is your basic warm up? Is it the exercise itself, or do you do other things to warm up?
So I like to use my hypervolt. You might want to disclaimer that one too, just to kind of get the muscles in my legs kind of firing a little bit. Then I'll do a little bit of extensions just to get my quads fired up. And then I go and hit the squat rack and do because I like to keep most of my energy for my squatting or my main exercise that I'm doing.
Keep that. And keep the squat with the duffel bar. He used the duffalo bar because it's great on the shoulders. It really allows you to open it up and get your hands underneath still.
I love it.
For everybody that with a bad shoulder, check out the duffalo bar. Please do not go to just the fronts or a half field safety bar. Because as soon as you do this, you're never going back to this.
Yes.
And this will just get worse and worse and worse. So stay with your squats and use squats now as a continuous warm-up for the nervous system. So I don't care how many sets you get. I don't care how many reps you get. Just work up to a good amount of weight that puts pressure And what's going to happen is take your time, and there's going to be a point in that warm up, let's say hypothetically, as you squat, that your body will turn on and start sweating, even though you're doing 1 or 2 or 3 reps. Okay.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for this. This is going to be a learning process for you to go, wow, right around 3 or it's 400, whatever it is that you hit, and you go a couple reps and you get done. You're like, wow, I'm sweating. That's that nervous system turning on. I don't want you to rush it, because people will confuse the two. They'll say, well, I'm sweating. Yeah, but you're taking 30 seconds in between squats and you're doing 10 reps. That's not the point of it. So when that happens, you could be done with squats. Okay. So you triggered it. You use some heavy weights to keep that fullness. And also what it is the coolest thing in the world. There's no literature on this, but what it is when your body knows it has to squat, it retains a lot of the muscle. Even if you're dieting or wherever you're at, it retains that muscle. And also it just builds that bones. So if you're just going into the gym and doing leg extensions and push downs, your body knows this. And it adapts to going, oh, I can do push downs. I don't need to keep all this muscle on me. And that's why you see guys just, I do light weight and I do this. Your body's just shrivel away.
Right.
So that's why I want you to still hit that heavy weight, hit it for a couple reps between 1 and 3. And that is still considered a warm up and a turn on.
No one would say that.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody would say this.
My back, after a little bit.
Your back
feels. Oh yeah, all right. We're gonna take leg press. Billy, you get to do leg press from now.
Yeah, stop squatting. Just go leg press. Yeah. You go away from squats for a year, you're never going back to squats.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's as soon as you're out of the ring, you're not going to go back in 3 years. It's just one of those. You understand that mindset. So that would be your initial. Then move over to a belt squat. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
So I would also use a girdle or something, because I don't know how most belt squats are, but a lot of belt squats cut into your skin.
Yes.
So use a girdle or something to put it around your waist, and then the belt on.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. That way you can go heavy enough. And when you do that, change those legs positions. The leg position should never be the same. Everybody's going to go into a position of maybe a wide stance, and they'll hold on and they'll go, I did 8 plates on belt squats. I don't care. I care about you getting some kind of reps and changing a foot position each week.
Okay.
1 week you're close and narrow. Go light, but go higher reps. Other days, if you're going out wide, well, that feels light. Go heavier. But that's your first exercise.
Okay.
All right. And so you're going to get some reps there now. But again, reps wise is like 6 to 8. You don't really need to go much higher than that.
Yeah, no, belt squat doesn't hurt my back at all.
Right. But I also don't want you to use belt squats for a burn exercise. I still want to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I got you.
From there, go to the leg press. Now, you have great flexibility and range of motion. Let's keep that. So now leg press is wide stance, bringing it down low. Keep the hips open.
The ones we've done those a couple times, I think, that we just bring it all the way down to way down.
Yep. And those are interchangeable at times. If you feel like not doing belt squats sometimes, then do the leg press. But when you do the leg press, now what you got to do is you have to use this. You're writing this down, right? Mm-hmm. This is a quad leg press. Okay, so if you do belt squats first, the next one's going to be the full leg. So it's deep.
Gotcha.
If you don't do belt squats, then the leg press is going to be your heavy. And it's going to be only a quad exercise. So you know how people do half reps? That's quads. That's actually correct form. Where most people go, oh, you're not going deep enough. He's only doing the quads. That's all you want. It's a partial movement, an overload of weight. Okay? You fully understand?
If he does
I do.
Squats,
I do.
If he doesn't do belt squats
do
after
partial.
squats, then do partial to keep that heavier weight, because we still need something heavy to hit after the squats. Those are interchangeable. And then can you do hack squats?
I can.
Back?
Okay.
Use a pad. Sergi, come hither. So this is me.
You're gonna be the pad.
This is me regular, right? And so what happens is, Serge, you put your hand as the pad up at top. So this is going to go like this now, and the pad's going to push you forward. Okay.
Okay.
It's very odd, but
Foam
foam roller if you have it, if it's something there, but some kind of pad to take your shoulders forward if you want. If you can, I just move forward and I can hold it. But it's a great thing to put a foam roller behind you.
Okay.
What,
So on the hack squat.
Yo, Billy, why don't you just go to my page right now?
She
and
just put it up.
A video.
Oh yeah.
Can you put that up here so they can watch it?
I will put it in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to show you Mona doing this. And so this is going to be the hack squat you kind of do most of the time now. So there's no pressure on the lower back too.
Gotcha.
And no pressure on the knees.
Feet position.
Feet position, you're going to move around with these. Again, don't stay with one position every week.
Okay.
If you go wide and up top one week, come down low and in the middle the next week. So watch Jeff's camera here if you could see this.
Yeah, here it comes.
And this is Mona's page for you guys can all go over there and watch this.
Don't worry about her feet.
See how her knees are coming? We kind of keep her knees together. It's a very odd angle. There's a pad behind her shoulder. See how far forward her shoulder is? I think we're going to come around here. I mean, if I had a good guy for doing videos of this, you would have been seeing it already. But
yeah,
there, you see the foam roller there at top?
Yeah, yeah.
And this takes the pressure off the knees. It takes the pressure off the lower back, and it's all quads. And you can see the range of motion. It's a small range of motion here.
Yeah.
But the pad is the key point here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, let's give him a moment. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Billy, I'll just text you a detailed video.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
On that pad.
Also send them the hack squats.
Yeah.
Look, I just got him. Look at Mr. Microphone can't talk.
Okay.
You can have a little bit more fun here, 8 to 12. Okay. And you can also have more fun. Doesn't need to be 3 or 4 sets. It could be 5. It could be 6 sets. It doesn't have
to be 4 or 5 like I did.
It doesn't need to be 4 or 5. It has to be more than Mona did. 4 or 5.
So I don't know if I could do more than she did.
Well, if you come out and stay with us, you'll be doing more.
Nice. Like are those real plates on there? Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Come on, Billy.
Crazy. Everybody else we were training with she was dusting that day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what I want you to do. Then you go back to the leg extensions. For the time being, switch it back and forth between single leg extensions and doubles.
Okay.
All right. And that's your quad workout. Hamstrings, can you still do walking lunges comfortably?
I can. I don't use a lot of weight just because it feels weird. So
you mean switch between single
weekly leg extensions and then the following week doubles?
Yeah, weekly.
Yeah. I don't mean same workout. Sorry about that. Again, don't worry about writing this down. We got Jeffrey here. Serge obviously is doing this.
Serge is doing a lot
Look at Serge work.
He's killing it. Look how much shit he's getting done.
Good job, Serge.
He's looking at Mustang.
Anything, Serge?
I know. He's looking at cars.
He's looking at cars.
Yeah, he is.
He's looking at cars. Yeah.
Cars and Spanish girls. That's it.
Yeah. Cars, and tell him to clean whatever's on his face off of it.
I know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what to tell these kids today.
I think he's trying to look like a man.
It's our own. What's the guy? Zoo Jim?
Oh,
Bradley Martin. It's Bradley Martin here. A natural Bradley Martin.
Yeah.
So I would still like, because your hamstrings and your glutes, you got to hit those. So leg curls, seated leg curls. Try to get back into, if you can, some straight legs.
Okay.
Remember the dumbbells that we did, straight legs?
Yes, and pulled it back. Yes. Those are torture. Those are really good though. Yeah, because we bend over and then we kind of pulled the weight behind us and tightened our butt and pushed our hips forward. Yeah, they were awesome. Yeah.
And I know that wrestling, something about your wrestling has to do with ass. So you got to keep that nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I should do a secondary leg workout during the week.
Yeah, I would do hamstrings on a different day because the workout I just gave you that's gonna hurt you.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'll do it like on a Friday or a Saturday. I can take one of my off days and do that.
So hamstrings. Let's do this: straight legs to start and warm up the body.
Okay.
Power on the laying leg extensions, leg curls. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
And then do some seated or single legs.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
Also, in your squats, change them up from the power squats that you do to other styles. Maybe.
So I have that. We just got a new box in there, so we've been doing those isolation where you put your feet closer together, and we put our heels up on that bar or whatever, and then sit like the isolation ones you did on one of your YouTube videos that nobody watches. I actually watched it.
He thinks that was a good one.
He does. We're going to cut that out. Nobody's going to see that joke because it's just we're going to bleep. We're going to take a cut from earlier going, Mike's the greatest, and put it there. The magic of
okay, I'll switch from like those to my back squat, the lower back ones and stuff. Okay.
Hey, so as we're doing this, I saw some stuff here, so I want you to say hi to these guys. This is one of the Titan crew right there, and he's an absolute savage.
Awesome.
And the one thing I would like you to say to him is something you said earlier about there is no limit. You're getting better.
He's a year older than me. I mean, from the picture, he looks great, unless he photoshopped it. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's awesome. Like, I love seeing guys that are my age, that like you're my age.
Hold on, because he was under the impression he was under the impression that he may not get better. So can you talk to him for a second?
No. Hey, once you walk in the gym, you're getting better already. It's just what the work you want to put in that day. You know, it's I won't fool anybody at my age when I walk in the gym that some days I'm good to go and some days, not that I don't want to be there. It's just I feel a little off. But I still get the work. I still do the work. It doesn't mean I'm not going to do the work. You know, and there's that's what I tried to say earlier. Just because I'm 58 and you ask me what my peak is, I don't have a peak.
I love it. I love
my peak could be 80. You know, I don't have it really never enters my mind. I have a cutoff day. I have at 60, I'm done doing all this. I'm going to sit on the couch or I'm going to go play golf every day. I don't do that. I don't let that enter my mind. It's just something that's just the way I'm built. Like, people ask me all the time, they go, are you retired? Don't you want to retire? I go, why? I'm better than all of these guys. Why would I retire?
Yeah, I agree. Maybe you can answer this one because he's talking about wrestling and I'm not understanding what he's saying. Okay. Can you go for that? Jeffrey, what's that say there?
Wrestling takes a lot of militant spirit.
Okay, I do understand. Okay, I see that. Just, I guess, the terminology, discipline.
I think militant spirit is like a go hard, have to, it's very regimented. No, it's just you have to do you have to stay consistent. You have to do it all the time. You have to do moves over and over and over because now when I wrestle, I don't even think about it. All I think about is listening to the people and where they're going and how I'm taking them there. I don't have to worry about the moves because my body is already in tune to it so much that my body just naturally, I don't have to think about doing a move ever.
He's run the ropes. He's ran.
All right, let me stay there for a second. Jeffrey, did you see anything here that Billy can answer for us?
Like, can we hotbox together?
What's hotbox? Legends living. I love that we got some guys in our age range up here.
Yes. Because we know that all the younger guys know everything.
Exactly. Here's somebody that maybe came on late.
Yes.
I'm guessing he's saying that he also feels lower back pain.
Yes. Yeah.
But you're not going to stop because you feel any kind of pain there or anything. You're going to continue forward.
Yeah. No, that's
Do you guys see his head? No.
That's where you ask him. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean. If I have that kind of pain, I'm not going to stop, but doesn't mean that I have to keep doing the same thing that's making it hurt even worse.
Right.
You ask, you can read about, that's what I mean. You can read about all this, but if you're not comprehending it off the page, how are you going to ever do it? And it still hurts the same way. So if I were to ask, all I have to do is go do these exercises Monday that you told me. If my back still hurts, I call you that night and go, hey, that still isn't working. I got to fix it somehow. And it could be just how my feet are or how I'm but being as I don't know, I ask questions. How do I fix it? Because I'm not going to stop, nor do I want to make myself miserable when I'm doing it. But so there are other ways to do it. And the way you get around other ways is you ask people that are more knowledgeable than you at the craft that you are trying to do. Because if you have a wrestling question, I would imagine you would come to me. So
you were Surge with that thing on his face.
Yeah.
Surge is 22. He knows everything. So it's good.
Yes.
Let me see. I missed you, Mike. Have a great. Okay. I don't know. Let's go up here. Big Scott, thanks for all the questions today, man. We really appreciate you being here today.
Yes.
And I'm Scott. Also, I'm glad that you got to see like somebody like Billy. Yesterday was Clark Bartram or Matt, who's getting to his 40s. You're seeing guys at the peak of the industry still, not then. So the reason why I say that is because it's like, hey, Billy, you were a great wrestler in the 90s. Can I get a picture from you in the 90s? No. No, let me get you a picture of you that you posted the other day.
Yeah.
You're still here. You're still doing it at a pinnacle level. And I think a little bit irritated that guys in my industry still use photos from early 90s. Hey, try my product. And here's me. Yeah, but put yourself what you look like today on there.
Yeah.
Really, show us what you look like today. I'm going to listen to you because whatever you're doing, there's something there. I might not be you.
Yeah, and you lead by example. Like we can't, like you couldn't, like I don't feel like you couldn't tell people everything about your industry if you looked, like Surge.
There's people that do. Did you win it? Did you just the GOAT Surge?
But that's easy. You know what I mean. It's the same thing. When I tell people, I like to lead by example, whether it is training or nutrition or wrestling, whatever it is. If I can't do it, then I'm sure not going to tell you to do something that I can't do. But I can still do it, so you can certainly do it.
We were talking about our product line because it just in less than a year, it's in the #1 distribution. Well, it's the biggest retailer in the world, Walmart, in less than a year. It's in we just locked down all Middle East with the biggest distributor there. So in less than a year, it's exploded. And I'm like, this is cool. And it's because of the fan base and stuff. But then I saw another ad for somebody and they were talking about their product. And you got this guy in there, triple chin, fat. Hey, this is what we got in the product. I'm like, you own the company and that's what you look like?
Yeah.
I'm like, and people don't see that. They go, this will make me cut. The owner's telling you right now it's not, regardless of what's in there.
Yeah.
So I'd love that
to get people's real attention, you have to practice what you preach. It's like how many gyms have you walked into and a trainer come up to you that looks like they haven't ever trained a day in their life, and that drives me insane. Like, why do I want somebody? And it's not, and I'm not body shaming. I'm not meaning to sound disrespectful. I want somebody to train me. I want somebody that at least is fit or looks.
I mean,
like I don't. Yeah, but I have to be careful what I say.
But I think the point is that if you set yourself up in that position to say, I read something, so this is factual, well, wait a minute. I need you also to test it on yourself. You know, it's like, why does my program work? Because I've tested it for years and years and years, not on me, but on everybody, on 70-year-old women, on teenage boys, on everything that just brought bad genetics, good genetics. This is how you do it. And so I agree with your point. And it's in this world that we live in, this snowflake mentality world, that you can't say the truth. Listen, I'm not going to listen to a person that lives in a basement how to make $1 million.
Yeah.
It goes there. And so unless you got $1 million body, for a long period of time, not a short span, not, hey, this guy in 2 years transformed to incredible, and then in 6 months later he looks like shit again. I'm not going to listen to that guy. I'll listen to Mona before that. And Mona barely talks to me. So this is, you know what I'm saying? So it's really, she's over there laughing.
Hey, don't
worry. You know my pain, right, Paula?
Yes. Yeah, she knows.
See, I love this. I like that. The real ones, the real ones understand this.
Yeah, they do. Like, people they get it. When you just talk the truth, that's, I can't help it. That's just fact. That's all that is. I'm not saying nothing nobody doesn't know. They're just scared to say it.
So someone asked here, and I'll answer this first. Who is your role model? People like Billy, people that were in the trenches before social media, making themselves a great living, a great success without the help of social media. It is such an amazing thing, the two folds of our old school mentality that we had to be famous because we were the best. So not only did we study our craft, we were good at our craft, and we became legends in our craft, and that built our names. And then social media came, and now anybody with a great personality can build up a thing without any kind of their paper title. What do they call it? Paper champions, no titles, nothing proved.
Yeah, well, it just gives them a platform to say insulting things, and they know nothing about me or you. Like, they know nothing. They don't understand the dedication. Like, I try to tell people that, because of course, when you look like you do and you look like I do, it has to be something else. It can't be hard work. It can't be taking your food everywhere that you go. It can't be loading 3 different suitcases full of foods and the stuff you need to take for your foods. It's not that, the hour and a half or the 2 hours that I absolutely bust my ass in the gym and then come home and do cardio or travel on a plane. It can't be any of that. It's just got to be some problem with social media and the platform that they're given. They get to say whatever they want. And that's bullshit. Like, if you don't know me, don't talk about me. Like, if you don't know what I go through to stay in the shape that I'm in, and people don't know you and know what you do to stay in the shape that this isn't something I do on the side. This is a full-time job. and just because they don't look like that or they don't want to put that work in, it's easy, and it's a platform for people just to bash it and just absolutely try to tear it apart. And unfortunately, other people will listen to that and they go, "Oh yeah, you're right." No, you're not, you piece of shit. That's the one thing that irritates me the most.
I'd love that, because I think I get motivated also, and some role models I have in the Titan crew, because of how dedicated they are. They don't need to be legends. They don't need to be that. I love people that work their ass off to be better people, not the result. It's not, hey, I'm going to win the show. I'm going to be a better person. And when I get transformations from the Titan crew, these people talk about, yes, I got in shape. Yes, I did this. Yes, I did this. But my mind thought now opened up to a whole different world. And that makes me happy. So it's
and then on the other side of the coin, you have the same thing with people that look at you and go, like, I can't tell you how many times people are in my Instagram, inspired me to do this, or you inspired me to do that. Like, that's I do that. Like, I ain't doing this for people to just, tell me how good I am or how good I look. I don't do that for that. I do it for me. And I do it because this is what I like to do. This is my passion. This is what, wrestling and lifting weights is my passion. Yes, you could say that wrestling is my job and lifting weights and stuff and is my hobby, but it really isn't. They're both a full-time job.
I think you just said kind of what I always say. We have done this for 4 decades. So it's one of those things where you look back, wow, I was early 80s and we're almost in 2022 now. So from the 80s, the 90s to 2000, 2010, 2020, still going because we love what we do. We don't wake up in the morning and go, and this isn't, now listen to me carefully. We get up because we love it. And we do this because we love it. Now, if we can do something that we love and it motivates others, I think that's purity of motivation. With an unselfish thing. I don't wake up going, I want to motivate the world. I want to get people going. The first thing I think about is I want to be better. I want to keep this fight alive. I want to keep going.
Yeah.
And I think, and I see that in you, and I'm like, oh, you don't call me and say, hey, are you lifting? You just do your stuff, and I get motivated. Ooh. Rice cake or cookie.
Rice cakes. That's a peanut butter cookie and a rice cake.
Oh, wait a minute. Was that a Christmas peanut butter cookie?
My wife says yes. But it's something Mona made the other day on her Insta, the overnight oats cookie. So don't think that I would eat this and it would be bad for me.
Come on over, Billy.
See, look at these two knuckleheads. Hi, sweetie.
Yeah, it's
come back here.
Hi.
There they go. There's both our better halves.
Oh, I love your hair. Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, exactly.
I got a few cut, yes.
There you go. I love it. It looks great. She does. Look at that smile. Look at her smile. That's look at me.
Dude,
I don't know if she
It's a mop. I'm
Yeah.
trying to look like a mop.
By the way,
is your colored girl not coming to the house anymore?
She left me.
Yeah, geez.
We're going with the, I don't know if it's a brassy orange or what.
by the way, I love the battle between Mike and Paula when it comes to Christmas. You guys are so funny.
Humbug.
Yeah.
Humbug. You guys are great.
Uh-oh. Eating.
Paula, you coming with him next time?
I wish.
No.
Why not?
When?
This is just because this is a guy thing.
When?
Yeah, come for a vacation. She needs a
Yeah,
vacation.
but-
Yeah. Come, Paula, please.
I haven't slowed down enough to get out there.
Yeah, I know.
But when you do come, bring her alone for a few days.
And all the pups.
I'm getting a new dog.
Lindsay with all your pups.
Oh
No.
my gosh. I'll bring one.
All right, so we got to work out for Billy today. We got him. I hope you guys got motivated off of this stuff. And the questions I ask here is
Hey, thanks, Justin, by the way. Let's not bypass. Thanks, Justin. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We had a good time there. I love New York, and New York loves me.
I think everywhere loves you, man.
Well, maybe not Philly.
Philly likes nobody. Philly doesn't like Philly. I think that's all the questions here. We got his workout in. I do want to see your nutrition plan, what they have you going, and how you're eating.
So, it's simple. Like
Okay.
So it's steak and rice, bison and rice, steak and rice, bison and rice for just this week, and then I'm only to try to get some fats back in my system to get some energy and to feel better. And I actually feel really good right now.
All right. That is pretty simple. And it's healthy, and you're getting the carbs in, and you're getting some good healthy.
Yeah, and I still do my morning is still the 10 egg whites, cup of oatmeal, I put I added 2 whole eggs after the thing. So I have 2 whole eggs, 10 egg whites, a cup of oatmeal, 2 scoops of protein, and I'm good to go. That's still my morning thing.
Okay. One of these last questions from me and the fans here. What's in the tank behind you?
Oh, a turtle.
A turtle or a tortoise?
Well, I have. Oh, hold on. I'll show you. 1 second. I'll show you what's in this other thing.
Okay.
1 second.
All right, we're getting that. Oatmeal cookies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really loves oatmeal cookies. What's the first thing we buy when we go to the market? Oatmeal raisins.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks for everything today, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Whoa!
Same here.
What's the terminology? It's not a lizard. What kind of lizard?
It's a Cuban rock iguana.
Wow, that's a good size.
What is it?
True that you
Wow.
now are these one of that you can lose the tail and it grows back?
No, she doesn't lose her tail.
You don't know? Well,
Yeah,
you know that. I'm sorry that we know more about these things than you do, and you have one.
Those are green iguanas. This is a
Okay.
Cuban rock iguana. This one doesn't climb. She stays on the ground. And she's awesome.
Okay, I'm good with that. I love
And then
that.
I have another one over there.
Do you ever let them just roam free?
Yeah, they go. She goes in the backyard.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Doesn't climb over the fence or anything.
No, she doesn't climb at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she doesn't climb at all.
All right, and then you got a turtle in the backside there.
Turtle, another iguana over there. I have five dogs, a cat.
I'm not familiar. What
And I
what
got
is
a
that?
bird.
What
What's
is
a cat?
that? Yeah,
A cat and a bird.
I'm not familiar. A sat? A cat?
Yeah. Hold on.
I
let
don't
me
know what
put
that
her
is. I don't know what
back.
that
Let me
is.
put her
Sorry.
back. Hold on.
Sorry, Hey guys, we're gonna put a picture up here. Tell me if this looks like him, okay? Whenever you're ready. All right. Visually look at that. Just take that image right there in. Can we get a hell yes on this? That's pretty good. That's just really good.
That's
No?
a good one. It looks just like him.
Yeah.
I think that is.
Oh, wait, hold on. My phone's right here.
Where's your glove?
It's upstairs. Will you get that? Yeah. Grab it quick.
That's me, by the way.
That is you, right?
That's me.
Oh.
That's what everybody thinks I look like.
Yeah. It's not because I'm putting things up there, right?
No, not at all. But people say, like, I didn't know who that was.
I'm sorry?
I didn't know who that was.
You don't watch movies?
No, I don't watch those movies. I watch Westerns, and they don't have guys like that in Western movies.
Oh, except I do send you a good Western and you didn't even know who the actor was. That was months ago after you were here.
Oh, no, I know you did. True.
All right. Jeffrey, do you have a couple questions for our man? Some rapid questions to finish this out? Yep. Thank you.
Oh man, no.
So we're going to finish this off with
Stupid hand.
we're going to go with Jeffrey to ask you a couple questions.
What is it with you in this hand? Like, do you have to
Hand.
stick that in everything?
What? What's wrong with this hand?
You didn't see my story?
What? It's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. Grow up. Grow up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say to you.
Wait, I didn't see the story. Uh-oh. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You got to send that to him. All right.
I got it.
Where's Jeffrey here? Go.
Here, I
Yeah.
got nothing for Billy.
You got nothing?
All my questions for Billy, I'll ask when we're not live.
Okay.
Mine and Red's questions are offline.
Yeah.
Any questions for Billy before we let him go for the day?
No, Billy, you're good. How are the kids doing?
He asked how
Colton squatting 405. I saw that.
Oh, Colton is?
Colton.
Oh,
Colton
wow.
did today. Yep.
4
Oh, yeah.
baddies.
It's finally up to my weight.
It was a-
Congratulations.
It was a
Colton.
Colton squat, but it was a Colton squat, but
it wasn't a Billy squat.
no.
All right.
Yeah.
But it was
Hey,
405.
it's 405 on his back.
Yeah, I've seen him crumble under 225. That's,
Compared to when he
yeah,
started,
when he started,
and he's on the road now. He's doing his thing now,
Yeah.
and that's even tougher to get that to that level. So it's just, it shows you the
That's good.
consistency over a period of time. Set it up.
it's good.
Yeah.
And being around you, seeing what you're doing too. Don't you think?
Do
Billy?
what? Sorry.
Him being around you and being in the ring, don't you think it took him, here he was safe.
Oh yeah, because I never let them outwork me, and it drives them nuts. They're not allowed to outwork me, and they're 30 and 27.
See, that's
That
you.
ain't that ain't a thing. That ain't. They either come get ready to work, or they start bullshitting around.
Well, I like this question here.
Okay. All right. We got a question for you.
I kind of like this question right here.
Can you hear
I'm
Bill?
just gonna pop it up.
Okay.
Name one important lesson you've learned from one of the wrestlers that you've learned from.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know?
Oh God, that is. So I
That's
never
a great-
really learned from any. Like I never really learned from anyone. I was around so many great guys that I just kind of absorbed what everybody else was doing. The one lesson is never like keep your mouth shut and listen. Listen to when people are talking and don't try to talk. Don't try to okay. It's just keep this shut and these like this, and you could be imagine what you can learn like that.
In today's world, they're listening to respond, not to understand. Why in our era did you and I sit there? Because we weren't number one from the start.
No.
Why were we willing to sit there? I understand why I was. What made you sit back and listen? And then what can you give the advice of today for them not to listen to respond, but listen to understand?
To listen to what they're saying. Like they're not really listening to what they're saying. You listen to learn, and you listen because they've been somewhere where you want to go. Like when I would sit and listen, it's guys that are making good money and they're working on top in the main event. Okay, I don't want to open the show. I want to work the main event. You know why? Because that means you're really good. So for me to get there, I can't do everything on my own, but I can listen and take in, is everything they're saying going to work for me? But no, but I don't buck the system, and I don't just respond just to hear myself talk.
Can I assume something?
I would always just listen, take it all in, and then you filter out what's not going to work, because everything isn't going to work for me, because I'm a special individual. And I'm my own individual. So I take in everything that will work for me and and it's not that I won't try it, because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's the same thing in wrestling. You got to be willing to fail to learn.
Can I ask you a question? I'm going to assume when you say listen, that also entails watch their actions and how they do things, not always what they say, but how they really do it without speaking. Is that something that's true? Is that part of the listening that you're saying? Because I don't think these new age people understand that.
Yeah, a lot of it is like they it's the same thing. They lead by example. What they're talking about, you can watch them go do exactly what they're talking about, because that got them where they're at, or got them to the position where they're at. So it's like they're not saying one thing and doing something else. What they're saying.
We've seen those.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, young kid. So what I do is blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, great. This is great. I'm going to watch it. He didn't do any of that.
No. And they do it all the time. They come and ask me all kinds of questions. I tell them how to fix it all, but they'll go out and do the exact same thing again. Okay, then so you're not going to listen, or you don't want to know? Or
do you ever feel like you're working when you're on the road?
Do I ever feel like I'm working when I'm on the road?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily call it work, because I love what I do.
Exactly.
So I don't like I'm like Mike. I actually have a job that I love to do. I love going. The only bad thing I don't like doing.
I thought so. Yeah, we feel the same.
Is the traveling part. Get it?
Yeah.
They say, I don't want to mess this up. Correct me if I'm wrong, Serge or Jeff. Working a job you don't like is stressful. Working long hours on something that you love is passionate and not stressful. So we work longer hours than the average person works. Average person is 40 hours a week. We work much longer than that.
Oh, gee, it's a 24/7. Like it never shuts off. Like my brain is constantly like when I lay down and whether it's work or something else, it's literally going through my mind. Hey, what can I change in my workout, or what do I need to feel like I can change in my workout, or what kind of stuff can I show the boys on wrestling here, or what like.
Yeah. Turn this light towards you.
Like it's a constant. Like I'm constantly thinking about something or another. Like but like he said, it doesn't bother me because I love what I do.
I love that because there's another statement that says people that go to work that don't like it to try to figure out how fast they can get done with work.
Oh, that by a mile.
10 minutes, I'm out.
Yeah, they'll do this all day long. Oh, geez, I got 6 hours.
Surge is that way. Surge showed up 5 minutes ago and he's ready to leave right now.
Well, of course.
But I think one of the things is for you and me, and you just verbally said it, is you go work the whole day and then think about what could I have done more?
Yeah.
What could I have done better? Tomorrow I would do more and better stuff.
Constantly.
Guys, you got another golden day with somebody that's, again, a legend, still doing it. Everybody came in and everybody's been talking about the match that you just had with Sting
and Darby, yeah,
and how you looked, dude.
If I may, so I looked, buddy. I was on point. But then again, I was 4 days away from the show too, so I mean, you can't it's not like I walk around like that. Like that was 4 days out, and I was still wrestling. So even the guys at the show, they go, "Did you just not wrestle live the other day?" And I went, "Yeah." And they go, "And you're here doing this today?" And I went, "Yeah." They went, "You're insane. You are absolutely insane."
Passion pushes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. I love you, brother. I'm glad we could do this. I'm glad I could take the whole day and just work on you and give you your time and just focus on you with my whole team here. Stop everything that we were doing for you.
Paula sent this.
Paula just sent the video.
Your day, you thought about me.
Paula just sent this.
Oh yeah.
The tree.
Oh, the tree. Oh, is that what you just said? Oh yeah.
Finally put up the tree.
Yeah, we have a tree.
Send you. It's going to start on the 12 Days of Fitness, but I got a what is it called? The little guy on the shelf, Elf on the Shelf. You have to see this year's Mike O'Hearn Elf on a Shelf. He looks a little different, a little bit more boxy.
He's got red hair.
It's you'll see.
So we need a new workout plan too. The TC3 workout I've already gone through.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, well, we got something for you. Something I think you're gonna really like. So I will send that over to you and talk to you and get you going on this. What do you train next?
So I'm done today because I have the Saturday and Sunday I'll take off because I'm not doing anything. Monday I'll do legs.
Okay.
Legs, shoulders, back, arms, chest. And then now I'll throw my secondary leg stuff in there somewhere.
So everybody here is probably wondering, we're going to start a new program on January 1st, but you'll be the first one to get it. And you can start that on Tuesday then, after we do this leg workout.
If people haven't get on this TC3 workout, it's amazing. It's awesome. I love how the different kind of ranges and stuff. Like I said, I couldn't do a lot with the leg part, but the other stuff is awesome. The range is from 15 to 10 to 6x6. It has a little bit of everything for anybody, and how the exercises change week to week. And it's a 16-week program because I am one that loves to, I love seeing stuff written down. So being as the boys stooged off and said, I will do anything that you write down
It's the wrong burgundy.
On
He'll do
paper
whatever I
is
write
not to
down.
do everything that you write down on paper. So don't try to rib me or try to send me something that's
Why
out.
does this work out in 3 hours? I love it. Thanks for hanging out today, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
We're gonna have you answer 2 questions here. All right.
Let me guess, you're going to hang up on me.
No.
Here it comes. Yes, exactly.